they're on for the cars to pull in. This idea that just normal human activity is illegal and bad, and you've got to pay Al Gore some money or the Earth's going to die. Let's go. Yeah, in fact, there's the gas station photo right there. It's almost completely dark, and they're like, report on them. Look, they've got their lights on during the day. The day, what is that, like 5:30 a.m., right as the sun's starting to come up? Whatever. Let's go ahead and go to the info, babe. Relishing, just totally getting off on, oh, you can snoop on people. It's so much fun. They didn't like Nazi Germany or Soviet Russia or East Germany. No, it's cool and sexy to be a snoop. Get involved in it today. The system is training us to relish and worship snooping and tattling, but they never want you to go after actual corruption. They want you at each other's throats. On this Snoop website that they teach school kids here in the U.S., we've confirmed, they say if someone's yard and landscaping isn't perfectly trimmed, call the police on them. Again, they want to get us all at each other's throats while the foreign banks rape the hell out of us. Here is the Eco-Snoop Tyrant clip.
Through Eco-Snoop, the feet on the street environmentalist can tag and report environmental issues wherever they go. Let's try it out. Let's say we are walking past that same building with its lights on again, except this time we have Eco-Snoop on our iPhone. Simply open Eco-Snoop and snap a photo of the offense.
Oh.
Using GPS, Eco-Snoop will tag the location of the
My
case
IQ is about 70. Oh. I'm an authoritarian, trendy liberal.
Homeland security begins with hometown security. That's why I'm pleased that Walmart is helping to make
this actually happens in Walmart. Mr. Napolitano.
Secure. If you see something suspicious in the parking lot or in the store, say something immediately.
Well, I'm glad that Mr. Napolitano is on the job. 9,000 plus locations, Mall of America, Walmart, you name it. Now you can't escape government bombardment of information. You've got her up there saying, don't trust your neighbors, don't trust anybody. Don't we have one more clip of the whole see something, say something garbage? These ads are just everywhere about, and now on 9/11, there were 50 plus planes grounded. People would get to go to the bathroom, everyone would panic, or a box would fly on the back of a pickup truck. They'd shut down major interstates. This is invoking hysteria. Land of the coward, home of the slave. To where now a piece of paper blows on the road and the public's like, ah! Help me, take my rights. Foreign banks rape me. Ban free speech. There's a cardboard box. Save me, government. Meanwhile, the government is a bunch of criminals bringing in narcotics who stage the attacks. What do you expect from terrorists? Here's the final clip.
Maybe you see something suspicious, but you don't want to get involved. It's nothing, you think. Can you be sure? If you see something, say something.
And of course, now they have Attack Watch. And they say that if you criticize anything Obama's doing, that it's basically evil and horrible, and that you need to sign up with them to, like, in swarms of Obama bots who feel all trendy, that don't know they're working for Goldman Sachs. You go out and attack anybody that doesn't 110% go along with them. All right, now I want to go ahead and get into our last story before we go to Lord Moncton with further comment. And then after that, we've got Stuart Rhodes joining us as well. There's no way to describe what a con artist Al Gore is. I mean, I never even used profanity on air in 16 years, and I have to use it for him. This person, I mean, I would not buy anything from them. If they came to my door, I would call the police. I mean, Al Gore is a swollen bag of scrofulous pus. Al Gore is an anti-American globalist who's called for a post-industrial America because he has investments with Maurice Strong in China. When they shut down our industries, that increases their insider industries over there. And now he claims he controls reality. Al Gore now is running, as we speak, a 24-hour propaganda piece saying that it's a hoax, that we don't believe in man-made global warming, and that anyone who criticizes him works for oil companies. When we document, it is the major oil companies with Ken Lay, with Al Gore on record, that's even in the New York Times, who came up with this to shut down coal that is their competition. Now, is coal perfect? Certainly not. Do they have a lobby fighting Al Gore? Some of them, yeah. But he mixes all of this together. So I want to play this clip, but this is a guy who wants you to pay more for less. This is a guy who's a globalist and hates this country. And this is a guy who has been so full of crap through the years. Do I need to list the examples? Invented the internet. The list goes, NAFTA and GATT are a great idea. It's a good deal, Larry, on Larry King Live. We'll go ahead and go to this disgusting clip. I probably can't watch much of it.
Become a mudslide. A forest can become kindling.
Oh.
Across the globe, cataclysmic
Pay Al Gore
events
money.
are occurring with such regularity that it's being called a new
Pay
normal.
Al Gore money and there won't be
nothing
forest fires.
And there's something else.
I
that
say it
lies
with a trendy
destroyed.
lisp.
The truth about climate change.
The truth. I have the
Big oil and
truth.
Big coal are spending big
I invented
money
the
to
internet.
spread doubt about climate change. They've been able to do so quietly. But
No, buddy, you are the hoax.
14th, the world will
They've been able to do so quietly
of reality.
with us trying to shut them down.
Attention on the full
More like
truth,
24 hours of
scope, scale, and impact
I'm sorry.
of the climate crisis.
24 hours of Al Gore sitting on the toilet crapping on us. Look, I can't take anymore. Shut it off. Shut it off. Shut it off. Look, the curtain's been pulled aside, little man. We know who you are. You're running a scam. You're trying to seize control of the entire society. With more on the mythical savior, the fabled man-bear-pig, the inventor of the internet, the gentleman that told us how great NAFTA and GATT would be and destroyed our economy, the person who owns large portions of a major oil company but lectures us all day and has palaces around the United States but tells little old ladies to cut back on their energy consumption, with more on the person who gives us the 24 hours of reality. We wouldn't have reality or any form of truth if it wasn't for our illustrious man-bear-pig. But the only person that can counter someone this powerful is an individual like Lord Christopher Monckton of Monckton and Brenchley, who, of course, is an inventor and researcher and scientist in his own right and a top advisor to Margaret Thatcher. Lord Monckton, thank you so much for joining us during the 24 hours of reality. Al Gore, of course, told the Aspen Club a few weeks ago that they're in deep trouble and that more and more they're basically being laughed at. I've seen him on another stage talking to pundits about it. Their hoax is imploding, so now they're claiming that our response to them is a hoax. You have been the chief individual exposing the true fraud. So has Man-Bear-Pig gotten to the precipice, or has he already fallen from it?
Well, Al Gore is all over the floor, and this relaunch, like everything else he touches, has turned out to be a spectacular failure, Alex, because why did he choose September the 14th? Well, the answer's quite easy, really. It is that that was the day on which he had hoped that the sea ice extent in the Arctic would have fallen to a new low in the 30-year satellite record. Trouble was, it didn't. He thought it was going to. He planned today to say, I told you so, it's all happening, the Arctic ice is melting, and in fact, of course, it hasn't happened. It's quite some way above where it was this time in 2007, which was the record low, and it appears already to have turned the corner, and from now on, of course, as the winter gathers strength in the Northern Hemisphere, so the sea ice will grow back just as it always does. So he got that wrong, and frankly, he knows that despite the billions, and it's now actually 100 billion, that has been spent in the United States alone on promoting this global warming rubbish, the people aren't buying it anymore. Every time there's an extreme weather event, a drought in Texas, a few tornadoes, a bit of rain from the back end of a hurricane in New York, upper New York State, immediately Al Gore is there saying this is global warming. Except that the record of hurricanes over the last few years has been less activity than at any time in the satellite record.
That's what I was about to say, and it's also come out that his film is lying. Polar bears are great swimmers. Their numbers have exploded. The Himalayas haven't melted. Kilimanjaro is coming back. And I just saw on mainstream news, I should have had the article yesterday. In fact,